has been dropping things like hot cakes. Okay, there are so many new launches. I don't have all of them. I didn't want to place an order since I'm in between vacations right now. I just don't want too many packages sent to my apartment. But I did stop by Target today and I picked up some of those new items. And I wish they had a little bit more, but what I do have today, I picked up 4 of the Camo liquid blushes. I think I know what they're trying to do, and I think you know too. So I'm going to compare these to the Rare Beauty liquid blushes today. I also picked up the Lash Extender mascara, which is definitely trying to dupe, what's the tubing mascara called? Why can I not remember? Thrive Lash Extensions. I think that's the vibe they're going for. And I've already talked about these before, but these are also a new e.l.f. launch that will finish with the Glow Revival Lip Oils. I won't touch on that one too much because I've talked about that one. What I didn't pick up that they also have that I eventually would like to pick up, they launched $2 cream gel lip liners. I will be buying those as soon as I land home from Spain, you guys. Skincare wise, they also launched these Blemish Breakthrough Stick It to Zits pimple patches. I saw those at Target today. They've launched a liquid eyeliner, an Instant Lift waterproof brow pencil. I'm excited about that because the Instant Lift brow pencil is one of my favorites, but this one is waterproof, so I'll be picking that one up. They've launched a gel moisturizer in their Holy Hydration line, which is really, really amazing for the price point. They've launched a couple of new brushes since they just launched those liquid blushes. And then the last thing that I need to try as soon as I am able to, I'm so disappointed they weren't at Target today, the e.l.f. Camo, obviously e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. They really are copying IT Cosmetics for that one. So I will be picking up that, but for today we just have the blushes and the mascara, what was available to me at Target. I do want to get something else. I do want to get my lashes taken care of. So we'll start off with the Lash Extender mascara. Unfortunately, I don't have the Thrive mascara to compare today, but that's only because I ran out of it and I don't like to have too many mascaras. But I'll compare it to one of my favorite tubing mascaras, which is the Hourglass Instant Extensions mascara. Pretty tough competition. These have very different price points, but why not? It will be fun. But this mascara from e.l.f. is $7. It comes in 3 colors, so you can get it in black, soft black, and deep brown, which actually that's really cool. So it's tubing technology wraps around the lashes and creates a tube. And so basically when you get your eyes wet, the mascara will come off in tubes, which I love a tubing mascara for no makeup days because I don't want to put on a mascara on no makeup days because it's hard to get off. If I'm barely wearing makeup, I want it to be easy to take off, so that's when a tubing mascara comes into play. So let's see. 97% instant dramatic lash length. I got the shade Pitch Black. Okay, not soft black. I didn't even realize there was different colors. I would have been so sad if I had accidentally not gotten black. Hard to get out. I don't want to break it. I broke it. Here's what the tube looks like. Using my Shu Uemura eyelash curler. Alright, here we go. So this doesn't claim really anything about volume. It is only going to give length. And I do want to see how it holds my curl. The bristles on the brush are really hard, so it can be painful if you accidentally poke your eye. But it's really good that they're nice and stiff because they really brush through the eyelashes. And keep in mind, I'm not working with much, so that looks pretty good. I do notice my lashes falling down a little bit. And then it's okay on my lower lashes. Okay, we'll let that dry a bit. Now, comparison may be the thief of joy, but it makes for a really good review since I know I love this Hourglass tubing mascara. Sometimes I feel like in my reviews I need to do more comparisons, not even for the comparison aspect, like to catch your eye, but more so just for my reference. It's always good to have a direct reference. You can see the Hourglass is instantly thicker. I'm struggling to connect wand with lash. So with like one coat but a few brushes through, the Hourglass, it's giving thicker, but it's also giving a little bit more spidery, right? The e.l.f. just looks a little bit more separating. Okay, this is pretty good. I do like the look of the Hourglass on my lower lashes a little bit more. just gave me more. I'm gonna wait for these to dry and I'll recurl, but honestly, for the price difference, pretty impressed with this. I will have to keep you updated on if it actually comes off because I do not like a tubing mascara that doesn't actually come off easy. I've had some which were good, but I couldn't get them off with makeup remover or water before. So we'll see how it comes off. Let's get into the liquid blushes. That's what I'm definitely here for. But actually, I'm pretty impressed with this tubing mascara, but time will have to tell. It's still young. Let's get into these Camo liquid blushes. There were so many that came out and I can already see 3 are already sold out. Bronze Bombshell, that one was sold out at Target too. I wonder if that's like a viral shade. Gorge Orange and then Coming In Hot is sold out. Did I get Coming In Hot? No, I got none of them sold out. So all of these are available on the website. 9 different shades and the range looks amazing. So these are a long-lasting liquid blush that delivers a high pigment pop of color to cheeks with a dewy finish. I know this is probably irritating you. I'm gonna leave it. Here's what the packaging looks like. The shade is Pinky Promise. It's a nice big applicator. Let's see, 12-month shelf life, made in China, versus, say, the Rare Beauty, which is made in Korea. What's the difference in product amount? So keep in mind, you do get only 0.13 fluid ounces in the e.l.f., but you get 0.25 fluid ounces in the Rare Beauty, so it's almost double the amount of product. However, you don't need double of the Rare Beauty product. I just feel like this can last you a lifetime, so I'm not at all upset about half the product amount. We'll see what the pigmentation is like here, but do keep that in mind in terms of price per gram. Here's the Rare Beauty wand right here in comparison. I did pick close colors that I had from Rare Beauty to compare. This is Pinky Promise from e.l.f. That looks quite pigmented. It definitely has a brightness to it. The closest one that I could find from Rare Beauty was Lucky, which I haven't even swatched these next to each other, so maybe not. No, these are completely different. Anyways, it looks like the Rare Beauty has more color to it. A lot more. So this is Lucky from Rare Beauty versus Pinky Promise. This looks like it'll be closer to Coming In Hot Pink from the e.l.f. line. I just don't have that one. Next from e.l.f. we have Suave Mauve, which is right here. I pulled 3 Rare Beauty ones that I thought looked close: Believe, Encourage, and Grace. But let's really see. So Grace right away has more pink to it. I'm not gonna swatch compare those. I'll do 2 Rare Beauty ones. So this is Believe from Rare Beauty. Definitely has more purple gray in there, but they look pretty close. And then here is Encourage from Rare Beauty, which this one is more pink. This is almost making it look warm, comparing it to these two. From what I have, I think Believe is the closest Rare Beauty shade to Suave Mauve. This is Peach Perfect from e.l.f. Put it right here, pretty light. And I'm thinking it might be close to Bliss from Rare Beauty. So this is next to Bliss. Okay, those are pretty close. The e.l.f. definitely has more orange to it, whereas the Rare Beauty Bliss is leaning more pink. The last e.l.f. shade I picked up is Coral Crush, which this one is vibrant, almost neon, I feel like. In person, it looks even more hot orange than it's translating. I feel like it's almost a mixture between these two from Rare. This is Joy and this is Grateful. Joy might be close. Here's Joy. It's more of a muted orange, I would say. They look pretty close. The e.l.f. is definitely more neon. And then here's Grateful from Rare, which is really just truly more red. This Grateful might be more close to Gorge Orange, maybe. Looking at my hand as they've dried a little bit, the Rare Beauty definitely is drying down to more of a matte finish. So the thing to keep in mind when comparing with Rare Beauty versus e.l.f., all of the e.l.f. are a dewy finish. Not all of the Rare Beauty have a radiant finish. There's 4 matte finishes. You can see Bliss is definitely a matte finish, comparing it to the e.l.f. So I think we're going to do Encourage and Suave Mauve in our comparison because they're both radiant / dewy finishes. Okay, let's do this. I want to do the e.l.f. first. Because really, for Rephr, all you need is a drop. Let's see how far this goes. Hold on. That didn't go very far. That was not the correct brush. I'm going to use this House Lab brush instead. It has more density. Do a little bit more. Okay, I think the e.l.f. might be easier to use. That's pretty, right? Okay, let me do a drop of the Rephr. This is a shade Believe, excuse me. Not Encourage. So I do think the Rephr has a little bit more coverage, but nothing crazy. If you do struggle with Rephr Beauty having too much pigment, the e.l.f. has a lot of pigment too. But I do think the e.l.f. has just a little bit less. But it's blending out beautifully. I don't have any powder on my face. And then we'll do another layer. I'm just testing with the different tools. I think that the e.l.f. has a little bit more of a dewy finish as well. Just slight. I think the finish of the Rephr is a little bit more flattering on the cheek. But they look pretty close. They look identical, honestly, from cheek to cheek. Should I do one more layer? You have to be really careful, especially with the Rephr. But I can't help myself. I have to. The fact that I'm layering this up is kind of a lot. If you're familiar with the Rephr Beauty formula, you normally can't do that. I am today, and it's working well for both sides. I am wiping off this brush, by the way, in between. The blend is also very, very similar. These are really, really close in formula. I can tell a little bit of a difference where I do think the Rephr Beauty is looking a little bit more flattering on the cheeks, but like on the face, it doesn't matter. Nobody can tell the difference. They look like dupes from one another. Obviously, I have a lot more colors I need to compare to and a lot more testing I need to do. So I do plan on ordering the rest of the new stuff from e.l.f. and doing a whole dedicated video on that. And I'll be able to give you my full updates, not just a first impressions demo like this. I promise I will come back and update you, but I just wanted to play around with these new liquid blushes, and I think they are a great so far dupe to the Rephr Beauty blushes if you didn't want to spend all that money on the Rephr Beauty. If you like the Rephr Beauty, I think you're going to like the e.l.f. I was hoping that the e.l.f. would be a little bit easier to blend out, a little bit more sheer, because that's what I wanted from the Rephr Beauty. I would like for the Rephr Beauty to be a little bit more sheer, a little bit more easy in application, but e.l.f., if you were trying to do Rephr Beauty, you did a good job. You really, really did. They both look identical. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day, and I will let you guys know if one fades more than the other. Just going to curl these real quick. But I'm telling you, both dupes that I tested today are really, really good dupes. Really good alternatives for sure. I think the lengthening mascara on this first use, I'm pretty impressed by. Not blowing by the hourglass, but it's really close. And then same thing with the blushes thus far. e.l.f. also launched, this is the oldest of the new launches, these Glow Revival Lip Oils. I've talked about these a lot on my channel. They're thinner than the Dior, not as good as the Dior if you ask me, but for $7, these are a really good lip oil. Do I prefer the Dior to this? Yes. However, the Dior price is astronomical. If I didn't do what I did for a job, even though I love the Dior, I like the Clarins lip oil better anyways. Clarins beats out the e.l.f. in my opinion too. But if we're thinking Dior versus e.l.f., definitely if you're tight on money in this economy, I know, go for the e.l.f. These are a solid lip oil. They just don't last as long as the Dior either, but it's still a pretty good trade-off for the difference in price because the price of the Dior, insane, truly unbelievable. But you see, it still has a really pretty reflection and it does smooth over the lips, but I do feel like the Dior, when I put the lip oil on, it has more thickness to it and it has more reflection in the finish of the gloss, so I think the Dior is better, but these are like minuscule differences. On my face, you can't tell if I'm wearing the Dior or the e.l.f. lip oil. You can't tell if I'm wearing the Rare Beauty blush or the e.l.f. blush. You can't tell if I'm wearing the Hourglass mascara or the e.l.f. So far, e.l.f. has killed it. I cannot wait to see what these other products have in store for us. So let me know if you've tried any of these new e.l.f. products. How do you think they compare to the Rare Beauty? I only did one demo today because I only have one face. I'm gonna pack these with me to Spain and I'll be able to come back and tell you after more use a little bit more about the product. But I'm so impressed. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and had a good day. Thanks for chilling with me and playing with some makeup. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.